My aunt lived in a small village called Fonthill, on the edge of the village, opposite a wood. And she welcomed us with her, I think, third husband. She'd been married about 3 times. And I now can't remember the name of her married name for that husband. But they treated us quite well, and everything seemed to be okay, because my aunt and her husband had agreed that they would house us and help us to get started. So I don't know how long I was there, to be honest, but it was still very snowy everywhere. It was still the depths of winter, and there's deep snow everywhere. And the houses had to dig passages between the street and their front door in the snow to get there. Well, you know, not a passage, but a deep pathway. And the wood opposite where they lived, I said, was very snowy, with a little lake that was steeply frozen. And I looked around like I normally did. And I remember getting friends with another migrant family, but more from Eastern Europe, that lived somewhere nearby. And anyway, eventually spring did come, and the snow melted, and in the wood, strange flowers with 3 petals bloomed. And now my uncle and aunt, or my aunt and her husband, started to talk about our plans. The plans that my aunt and her husband came up with for what we should do. They said they would prepare to adopt my elder sister, a teenager, that I should be put in a home, and my younger sister should stay with my mother, because they said 3 children you can never manage in this country. You'll be left with 1 child, and then you should look for an advert, perhaps for a bachelor or someone that might, in the end, marry your housekeeper. And they were always talking about this. I remember sitting at a table when this was being talked about. And my elder sister said she would refuse such an arrangement, that she felt she could not go away from the family. Anyway, because we wouldn't agree to their plan, my mother had to lead us out of their house, and back we were homeless again. So she took us to the nearest town, which was called Welland, and we went into a place that was like an employment exchange, and she asked for help to get work where she could keep us.